Welcome to Entry Points Radio. Every week we share human-curated playlists to break the algorithm. We're going to take a deep dive into new tracks, new humans, and new sounds to fall in love with from around the world. I'm Kate Bass.
And I'm Richie Steigner. We founded Global Music Collective to discover and create new music across boundaries. We've spent the past decade meeting fascinating people in over 50 countries.
These are the real songs and real stories that we share with real people along the way. This is Entry Points Radio. Yay!
Yay! We are back.
Woohoo!
We are back again. Welcome to Entry Points Radio, where we share our songs from around the world. We have a very special guest. We have a very special guests, plural, today.
They are one.
They are one. Yes, they. Their name even there's no spaces in it when they share.
TaraxBella.
TaraxBella. They are this incredible neo soul pop R&B alternative music duo that we have both had the pleasure of working with in the past, both individually and as a duet. They are sisters. They're from Nigeria. I think you got your, maybe, I don't want to say big kick or big start on The Voice Nigeria, but it was...
Did you really?
2017? Is that right? Am I
Yeah.
right about that?
Okay,
Okay.
Richie, with the research.
I'm doing some research.
No, 2017. Yes, actually.
It's been I feel like time goes so quickly, and it's been a few years since we've all got to see each other in person
Yeah.
and work together. But they have such amazing musical taste, and they're incredible hosts and incredible community developers and advocates and diplomats, and they've really done some amazing work in their own community and helped develop kind of the broader global music scene. The amazing TaraxBella.
Oh my God.
I gotta say, Tara and Bella.
I need that intro to be like my alarm in the morning. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just play it. When I'm having a bad day, I'll be like, I'm all these things. I've done these things.
You guys are amazing. Hey,
Thank you,
look,
Richie.
well,
You
I'll
are-
record it. I'll put it on the
Amazing.
phone. You could put on your alarm and wake up in the morning.
I think it's necessary. Hi, Katie. You're amazing
Hi,
too.
Bella. I'm so happy to see
Hi.
both of you. You know, I met Bella. Tara, I guess I met you around the same time, right? Oh, during COVID, during the
Yeah.
pandemic, Richie and I were
Yes.
doing an embassy-sponsored program in
Yes.
Nigeria that was all online. And I just
Absolutely.
remember, at least Bella, I know that Bella, you were in my songwriting group, right? And I remember we would sometimes, we had these I don't know, is it like 3-hour long sessions that we were all supposed to work
Yes.
together? And I just had this group of these badass women. It was almost, I mean, we had some great men too, know all of them. They were great. But I
Right.
just remember we would have these like lady chats where we would go deep and just like talk about all kinds of stuff. And we would
Yep.
just stay online for hours and hours and hours. And everyone would be like, oh, I got to go to bed. This is crazy.
Honestly,
fun. It was a good
we'll
time.
talk about the most random things from like tomatoes that grow in Jos. And like, of course, you would tell us a lot about Alaska and like the eagles
That's
and like the
right.
ice. So yeah, it was really
That's
interesting. We used to
right.
exchange very fun stories. And that's PS, that's what I love about this podcast. So, three of us had a conversation off air, of course. I was telling you guys, there are lots of podcasts out there, but I'm really grateful that you guys had us on this one because I love the fact that we are exchanging stories as musicians and just, like I said, world citizens. So it's such an honor to be on here.
So for everyone listening to the podcast, one of the things that we have learned about the internet in Nigeria is that it'll run great. And then all of a sudden you'll just get these freezes where people's voices turn into what I call the slow robot, where it's like just all of a sudden they kind of drift off. So right now, Tara and Bella are frozen. But there you are. You're back.
Literally on our screen, it's saying trying to reconnect. So it's like, I don't even know when we're on and then when we're not. It's just it's a madness.
Okay, you're on now. You're on now.
Are you? Are we still on? Because yeah,
You're on.
from
Yeah.
from our side, Katie was frozen again. But yeah, basically, I was just saying that it's nice that as musicians we are talking about things that are going on in our cultural climate, politically. The video you guys put out on what's happening in India. So thank you and well done on this podcast, and thank you for having us. I'm really excited and honored to be on here with you guys.
Well, the feeling is very, very, very mutual.
I love what you said while it was kind of crackly in the audio there about storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
And because I think, and that's maybe why we started this podcast in the first place, is when you click on Spotify or Apple or any one of these services, their algorithm takes you back to where they think you're going to listen to more music. And I think sometimes in that process, you lose the storytelling side of it. And so we started this so that we could go through and say, here's a playlist of songs, and we're going to tell you a little story that connects us to it and hopefully connects you to it. And so that's what we've done here today is we've asked Tara and Bella to give us their playlist of amazing songs that they've come across and hopefully tell us a couple stories that connects them to that music and then hopefully you, so that you can go into your own Spotify and play that playlist and break your algorithm and get some new amazing music that otherwise the robots would never lead you to. So we are honored to have you today.
It's interesting. I think that one of the reasons why we were thinking about this podcast being useful and fun is that when musicians are together in person, like if we were all sitting in Abuja right now, or if you all came to Austin, Texas, or wherever we are, I feel like one of the first ways we all break the ice with each other is we kind of hang out and listen to our playlists together. I don't know how much everyone here has done that, but I feel like that happens everywhere I go. And I just always find it so enjoyable to know what people are listening to around the world. I mean, even within the same city, it's just kind of fascinating to me, the music that we're intrigued by. And even if it's not something we like, at least it's a way of experiencing something about another person in a different way than just sitting and talking about the weather or whatever,
Are we like frozen right now, or are we? Can you guys?
You were
hear us
frozen. You were frozen, and now you're back.
Okay.
No, the title of this episode may be Reconnecting.
No, but absolutely. And aside from what you said about us sharing our playlist with each other and basically with anyone that cares to listen, it's being part of our cultures. I've come to really appreciate the power of a story, because I feel like that's another way that we humans connect on every and on different levels. So,
very true.
Yeah. So just being able to share each other's stories, you just realize how much less alone or isolated in an experience you are once someone else shares their story with you.
Yeah. Thanks, ladies. It's like your internet will be perfect, and then as soon as we start recording, it's like, I'm going to freeze now. Is it always this way?
This is even the frustration, one of the frustrations of the Nigerian experience, the fact that practically nothing works. And they charge us so much for this. Yeah. And like the internet, the internet service, for instance, it burns a hole in your pocket. Like, when we think about how much we spend on data or internet, it's like so much, but yeah, it's so unreliable. I've literally lost out on a job that I was close to getting because of bad network.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So it's like, and then let's not get started on like this insecurity, the bad roads, I could actually cry because I have such a burden on my heart about it. Like, Nigerians are actually suffering. So there's even one song Tara was going to add on the playlist called Suffering and Smiling. It's by Fela Kuti, the legendary Fela. And he was like, he used to use his music in the 80s to basically fight the government, and all the things he used to complain about, they're still happening even now. So it's like nothing has changed. It's not getting better, in quotes. And then Nigeria has so much money, so much resources, but it's just being squandered and mismanaged and used to, you know, to just basically make the leaders who are supposed to be accountable, who are supposed to be public servants, is just making them richer, and the common man is just living in absolute squalor. So it's actually heartbreaking. Like even right now, it's raining, and the erosion on the roads, they don't care. People's houses are being flooded, and they're just like
Ugh.
unbothered. Sometimes it's like we don't even have leadership. It's like we don't have a president. It's like everybody's just on their own.
I feel like the problem for us, at least lately, is just this sensation that there's nothing we can do and that it's just going to keep happening. And one thing that I've been so inspired by since working with all of you in Nigeria is hearing how much people are getting out and really trying to make a change. There have been a lot of protests in America that don't do anything, like tons of people will show up and try to protest something and then nothing changes still. And eventually people just give up. And I don't know. I wish I knew what the solution is because we feel like there's so little of a difference that we can make in so many other ways. Sometimes it's interesting how we just turn to music. And I'm so glad that you brought Fela Kuti up because Fela Kuti, I think, is and should be inspiring for everyone all over the world. But the difference that he made in Africa and for African music, but for so much more, is just incredible. I'd love it if you guys would tell us a little bit more about the song.
Oh no, absolutely.
If you're down.
And I even feel like what you just said, I don't agree with it, and I don't want us to even keep on thinking like that because you're making a difference. We all are in our own ways, right? So again, the system wants us to feel like there's nothing we can do, but that's so untrue because imagine if Fela had said, "Oh, there's nothing I can do." It just takes one man sometimes to spark a revolution. It takes some people to be like, "No, you know what?" Because even I checked your stories, concerning this India video that went viral and how you had to write it there as a disclaimer where you were like, I'm a musician, I'm not a journalist. But practically what you and Richie did with the podcast is journalism in its own way. Do you get? And we can use platforms like our podcast, we can use our music, we can just use our voices to still do something, to still spark a change. And that's what they want us to believe we can't do. But as long as we don't because basically sometimes these people win when everybody keeps quiet, when everybody recoils out of fear. And it's like, no, we're helpless. But the more we speak up, the more we use our platforms to actually effect positive change, then even if it's in hindsight, we'll realize that we were contributing and we're making sure that our voices were heard. And that's something. Mm-hmm.
That's maybe everything. And Kate and I talked a little bit yesterday about this, how everything is political. It's sometimes we get accused of becoming political or trying to pigeonhole into a political show or whatever, but everything that you do in your life is politics because you're working with people, and if you go to the shop, it's politics. It's if you use your mind, if you sing, how you dress, it's all political. And
absolutely.
How you impact the world, it's all there. So yeah, I don't know. It's
even not choosing to not talk about it. Even that in itself is political, Like I was just thinking as you're saying that, Richie, like what about people on Love Island, the TV show? Like, is that political?
Yeah,
but I guess
that's
in a
the
way,
gladiators of modern day,
But
I feel like right now Love Island is like the Nigerian, the American version of Big Brother because I kid you not, the Big Brother pandemic, as I'll call it here in Nigeria. It is such a distraction and it is so crazy. And I know for sure that it is not random, but like literally anytime there's about to be an election or something like important and like pivotal in people's lives and destinies about to happen, here comes Big Brother. And like everybody's attention is averted and people just start majoring on minor things because at the end of the day, Big Brother is really not what we all need to be focusing on. And that's just how I feel about Love Island. Because I'm like, guys, can we be focused? There's people that
but it's complicated because when we start to delve into all of the issues that are in our own countries, that are all over the world, I mean, don't even get me started on all of the issues here in America right now. And there's so many things that it's like you feel like if you look away, you're going to miss something because you probably will. And it's interesting, reconciling when it's okay to also just I don't know, take care of ourselves and when we need to
Absolutely.
make sure that we take care of each other. I think it's a constant balance. And I think a lot of people feel shame in acknowledging that. And then it makes them back off more. I know that for myself personally, over many years working in cultural diplomacy and working with people all over the world, having struggles in my own country, having struggles in the countries that I was working in, I got to points where I felt like if I talk about everything constantly, I will explode. And so I shut down entirely for a while. Like I actually got to a point where I stopped. I didn't want to talk about politics. I didn't, all of this stuff. And I think for a lot of people, if we can approach it with more compassion, that people are doing the best they can. And if they can start to see that it's okay to talk a little bit about these things, it's okay to engage and to discuss. And you don't have to pick a side all the time. Sometimes you can just be open and curious and communicative. And I don't know. I have hope for the newer generation because of all these protests going on.
Yeah.
And I just hope,
Yeah.
you know,
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
I
Anyway,
I feel
that's my
you because I
soapbox.
went through that in 2023. That was the
Yeah.
last time we had our presidential elections here in Nigeria. And I was so
Mhm.
pumped. I get very passionate when I'm into something, I'm all in. So I was so pumped and I was like, okay, because this new guy, he's not new. He's been a governor, but it's the first time he's run for president. 'Cause that's another thing about Nigerian politics. The same old men run for president every 4 years, like the same guy. But then this guy, he was new, he was a breath of fresh air. And I was like, okay, this is it. I was like, okay, this is the Moses to get the Israelites out of Egypt. Let's go. And he won. I believe he won. But then the election was rigged. And now we have who we have now. And honestly, I went into depression after that. I didn't want to think about politics anymore. I didn't want to deal with it. I even I think I just went off Twitter for a while after that because Twitter was like where a lot of the politics, like vitriol was going on. So I had to log off and I was actually just really sad. But then our elections are coming up again next year. And I wouldn't say I have voter apathy, but I'm not as hyped as I was 3 years ago because I know it's probably going to play out again. The president right now, he's not going to he's not going to not rig it again if he doesn't win. So there's just that thing where you're like, sad. Why should we even bother? But then,
Right.
like she said, that's where they want us to get to. So we still have to keep on showing up, vote, talk about it, write about it, sing about it. Just keep
Yeah.
coming out to say, no, we want a better country, we want a better life. And then like
Yeah.
right now, I'm 3 months postpartum and I don't want my child to grow up in a Nigeria that just continues to suck. So even though I'm exhausted with politics and everything, I still have to do the little I can do to say, okay, I tried. Even if it doesn't work, I want to be on the side that tried versus the side that just said, okay, whatever. Yeah, period. Yeah, absolutely.
So there's this feeling of also in talking about, I keep bringing it up because it's what brought this conversation on, but this India reel that we posted, a lot of people have written in just saying, thank you for drawing awareness to this. But
Yeah.
of course, a lot of people have also written in being like, keep your nose out of our business. You're not Indian. You don't have a
Ooh.
right to talk about our politics. And I get
Yeah.
that to a certain degree, I do. But I also think that all of us supporting each other and talking to each other, we're all experiencing, I mean, just Tara, listening to what you're saying, I don't have children, I'm in a different country, but it sounds like the two of us went through very similar things at similar times in our lives about the
Absolutely.
same. And I think that the more we just talk to each other and remember that we're all humans just trying to make a good life for ourselves and our children and the future of this planet, and the more that we engage with what's going on with each other, whether it's in our own immediate sphere or not, the more we all, I think, are able to kind of grow and strengthen, Anyway,
Absolutely. Very
I agree.
true.
That's what I'm saying. I actually
Yeah.
kind of feel like maybe on that note, Richie, maybe we should go straight into their playlist because they were just talking about Fela
Yay.
Kuti, and I just feel like I want
I
to
like that.
know.
And I know they have a song called Mr. President, so I'm very curious if that made the list.
Yes, suffering and smiling.
Suffering and smiling, yes. Because facts.
That's like the Nigerian tagline.
That should be our national anthem, actually. Change the anthem, change the anthem. I mean, let's be frank. We're in activist mode, so
Okay. Activist mode.
yeah.
Week 7, activist mode.
Power
Oh
to
my
the
God, that
people.
should be the title, Richie.
Let's see.
Nabiba. No.
Activist mode.
Oh yeah, disclaimer about Fella's music. So that man, he was an instrumentalist fundamentally. So this man can have a song that is like 30 minutes long, and the first 14 minutes is just him playing his sax and like jazz and like Afrobeat. So yeah, sometimes you might just be hearing like instrumentals for like 14 minutes.
A while before the lyrics.
Before the lyrics come.
Does that have to do with like just in some places when you sell somebody the party's at 7, nobody shows up until 7:30, so you have to have Fela Kuti
Yeah.
playing for
Yeah.
10 minutes and then the real song comes on later.
Period.
That's how we roll here. It's called Nigerian time. It's terrible.
Sadly, it's even called African time.
Nigerian
So,
Nigerian time.
yeah.
I think I run on that time, by the way. I feel like I'm always like, I might be early, I might be late. I don't know. Maybe I'll be perfectly
No.
on time.
Katie, trust me, I'm sure yours is not as bad.
Guys, Richie nuts.
That reminds me of that. We did that program in India, and we all lived in a Airbnb together for like a month just to write some music together. And we had organized these events to go to schools, and we'd have to take a cab for an hour or whatever. And so I'm like, all right, 8:00, ready to go downstairs in the cab, guitar in the trunk, let's go. And like Kate is getting ready,
I'm in my
and
shine.
our collaborator Harpreet is still asleep, and I'm like, we're gonna be late. And then the cab doesn't show up anyways until half an hour later, and then we get to the school and it's an hour wait there, and I'm losing my mind because I'm still trying to stick to Richie time, which is a little more strict than it needs to be.
I've
It's
never
hard
been, but
for me to be-
I hear India is like the Asian Nigeria or something. So
Oh,
That's it.
yeah.
All right, I've taken your playlist that you sent. I've added the Fela Kuti song to the very end of it.
okay.
And then I'm going to share it here as a screen share.
Oh,
Hey,
I
can you
love
see
that
it?
Mr. President song. That's the TaraxBella. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll shut up.
No, don't shut up.
This is
All right, so the
exciting.
best way to do this usually is you can pick through it and say, like, this is the song we want to talk about. We could talk about all of them, one of them, none of them. But I'm looking
Yes.
at this and I see a couple I recognize already, and I'm happy they made it. But will you lead us through your wonderful, amazing playlist and tell us about these songs?
Okay, so we even tried to do it where we like, each picked a song. I think Tara
Good
picked like
sisters.
4. Yeah, Tara picked like 4. I picked like 4. So
And then we had 2 TaraxBella songs.
Yes.
To make it 10.
And funny enough,
Good.
just to even before we maybe like explain each one, but
Mhm.
just like we're talking about being self-care babies. So the way that we recover and the way we deal with drama is resting. So we have like a song like Breathe, Jessica Bongos,
Mhm.
and then we have a song called Rest by some gospel artists that we absolutely love. So like when we just need to like retreat and not be political fighters on the front line and when we're just tired of everything, then we go listen to the songs that it feels like we're like,
Recharging.
recharging and just
Yeah.
laying down beside still waters or something. So that's just a little
Mhm.
context for our playlist. So yeah, we
Amazing.
can begin. The first 2 songs are singles that we put out this year, Oxygen and Mr. President. So, and you can check out
I
their
don't think I've-
visual as well.
Can you tell me about Oxygen? I don't think I've heard that one yet. I'm ashamed to say.
Okay. So yeah, Oxygen, basically, it's also a song talking about everything that we've been saying because we're like, the world gets so chaotic. In fact, the world is chaotic, but we all have a safe space. We all have that thing that is basically just your breather for lack of a better word. So that's what we're talking about in Oxygen. And we featured an amazing artist called Oge Kimono. Yeah, so she's like a reggae dancehall artist, and it was just
Ooh.
nice for us to have like a different genre as well to mix our soulful sound with. Yeah, so that's Oxygen, and it's the first one we released this year. And
What was that like mixing soul and reggae? Not that they're all that different, but they definitely are. You don't often hear them together.
It was very interesting. We
Okay.
had to like send him back to the mixing engineer like 4 times, and then Oge wanted it to stay down because she's the reggae person, so she kept saying something about, oh, it has to be on the bounce, and me, be the producer, we were like, huh? But it was like a great learning.
Huh?
Was it great? You played so much. Was a great learning like process, and it turned out beautifully. And like you said, the two genres actually complemented each other beautifully. So it turned out really great. And I think of all our releases, this is one that's gotten like a lot of positive feedback. The radio stations have been playing it nonstop. Our mom loves it.
yeah,
It's just like,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Mom.
for us, when our mom really loves a song, then we know it's good because she'll tell us the truth. She'll be like, hey, it's not your best, but she's like, Oxygen, yeah. So yeah.
That's I love the mom honesty. We're like, yeah, you could do better than that song, but yeah,
Yep. Yep. It's the best
That's-
And
kind of
another
mom.
thing that's just been nice about Oxygen is the collaboration power. So even till now, just trying to like, the cross marketing of appealing to Oge's listeners,
fans, yeah.
because she actually comes from a very like, she has a strong musical family that she's from. Her dad was also like in the league of Fela Kuti. Her dad is this
Oh, wow.
Nigerian legendary artist called Raskimono. So he is also like in fact, it's so funny. Like we were having this conversation, me and myself and Jessica, because Jessica's father is also
A
a
legendary
legendary Nigerian artist. So they were in this like golden age of Fela, Bongos, Ikwe, Raskimono. Like they basically set. So it's been beautiful to merge our fan bases and just experiment, like Tara said, with another sound.
Oh my gosh, I want to hear this now. I'm excited. I don't know many female dancehall artists. Is that relatively unusual, or are there a lot of them that I'm just not aware?
Oh no, me and you both, but like I wouldn't even lie that. So because like I'm not that familiar with so many dancehall artist discographies.
Yeah.
So it's also just been nice learning more and listening to more dancehall. And
Yeah.
this one is kind of like like lovers rock. It's not like reggae proper anyway, but
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to hear it.
I can't wait to hear it, and I can't
Yeah.
wait. So for people that are just tuning into our podcast for the first time, because we're kind of new, we can't actually play the songs on this because of all the copyright rules with podcasts and music at the same time. So what we do is we share the playlist in the show notes and then on all of our media channels, so that after you're done listening to us chat about these songs, then you can go play the playlist and work and hang out and take care of your house and whatever it is. So after you're done listening to our playlist today, or our chat today, go check out this playlist so you can hear Oxygen and the rest of this amazing set.
Yeah.
Anyway, so all right, beautiful. We got 2 songs in. This is great.
I'm curious about the
Alright.
backstory with Mr. President.
Okay, so Mr. President was it was exactly what the title says. It's like us. I mean, we don't know if he'll ever listen to it, but it was us literally telling him and all his friends, the governors, the ministers, the deputy whatevers, all those guys, telling them to just like wake up and smell the coffee and see what's happening in the country. Like people are suffering. Every day in Nigeria, there's bandits raiding a village, killing people, kidnapping people. It's like kidnapping has become like a major source of income in Nigeria. It's weird. So yeah, it's really weird, Kate. Like we're at a place where like people are even becoming desensitized to these kinds of things because it's like it happens so regularly. So it's like one day it's like, oh, 20 people abducted from a church service. And then while you're still trying to process that, the next day it's like, oh, school kids, bandits raid a school and kidnap 20 children. It's like nonstop. And then of course there's hyperinflation, people are hungry. So we just decided to take a breather from our usual love song because we're the girlies known for love songs, but we were like, no, this year we want to talk to Mr. President.
Yeah, and funny enough, we
I
actually
feel-
recorded a song last year, but the timing just was perfect to put it out this year when there's about to be an election.
And we also did a collaboration with an artist called Jamiezy.
Yeah, this is also it's also a collaboration. And basically, again, what's really awesome about it is that it just was birthed from conversation, from us just sitting down together and talking about everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And just like you were saying, Richie, I think most of us have gotten to that point where we now know that saying things like, oh, I'm not interested in politics is just dumb because whether you're interested in it or not, it's a reality.
Yeah.
And then I mean, like Nina Simone said, it's an artist's duty to reflect the times. So when you can even come up with something that reflects what everybody's going through and what is going on, it's a blessing and it's not something to run away from. It's something to run towards. So we're just like, yeah, no, we actually need to just record this and put it out as part of our own contribution to what is going on. So
yeah, and I really like the line in the song where we say, selling our birthright to the enemy, we forget say we they do you and me. So that's us addressing this whole buying votes thing, because it's a thing in Nigeria. Like literally, politicians give the citizens as little as $5 or less for their votes. People are collecting bags of rice to vote somebody that for the 4 years they're in office, they're not going to do a thing to make the person's like lives better. But yet they're collecting these little amounts, collecting food items and selling their votes. So we also spoke to that with the song, like telling people, don't sell your birthright, don't sell your right for a better country. Like, let's vote wisely next year, because like she said, the timing. So we're like, okay, elections are coming up, let's drop the song now. And we hope enough people listen to it so that next year's elections make more sense, because it's crazy.
And we shot visualizers for both. So at the end of the Mr. President visualizer, we also like put like a a call to action to remind people to get their PVC, because PVC is like an acronym for the voter's card. So it's just like, guys, look alive, go get your voter's card.
Stop watching
like
Big
Tara
Brother.
said. Like Tara said, even if sadly in your heart of hearts you feel like your vote will make a difference, but voting just at least gives you the right to complain. Because if you don't vote, then it's not like you tried and did anything about it. So yeah, so it's basically just, us using our music as a tool to talk to our society. Yeah.
I love so many things I love that you just said. One thing I just have to say as a woman is that I love that you strayed from the love songs for this. I feel like that happens to so many of us. It's almost like we're conditioned to think that, all the songs we write are love songs. And then after a while, it's like you just get fed up with writing love song after love song, or like a breakup song, and there's this stuff going on in the world. And I love that. And I also really love that you're talking about voting. I've been thinking about this here in America. I mean, the closest relation it's not about relation, of course. Like this, we're talking about the issues in Nigeria right now, but in the States, the closest thing we have to your kidnapping scenario is gun violence. Just, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I read an article that there was yet another mass shooting, and there you start to choose the neighborhoods you live on based on like, oh, there might be an active shooter at this particular, and it's interesting. After a while, you do become desensitized, and you just start to think, well, it wasn't here, it's just another one, and whenever I hear people in any country say, democracy is dead, democracy is dead, democracy is dead, maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not a politician. But at the same time, I do start to wonder how many of us, especially in the younger generations, how many of us are, I like how I say younger, I'm not, but whatever. How many of us
You're one of us.
are,
We're one of us.
but I do wonder how many people are saying democracy is dead and voting. And here in America, people vote sometimes for the presidential election, but they don't vote for their local and regional elections, which are just as important. And I do start to feel like, great, go to the protests, make the social media posts, write the songs, do all the things, but also vote, because like we don't know if it's broken if we're not participating in it. There's no way to know.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Exactly.
that's my rant.
Exactly.
What's the next song we got on here?
The next song is that artist I put you guys on to and told you about. And this is such a king. His name is Falz. So like
Activist as well.
he is, in fact, he like Fela walked so that Falz could run. Because right now I feel like Falz is easily the biggest music activist in Nigeria, because for a while consistently he has been so vocal about calling the government out. Because even ours, Mr. President, is even like a prayer as well, and it's like a plea,
Yeah, it's
and we're
actually
just like,
prayer.
we're like, please guys, don't kill us. But Falz is like, you guys suck. I hate you guys. Get out of there. so Falz is like choosing violence with his music, in quotes. He is so unapologetic, and he's amazing. He's a community leader for sure. And this song is another one of just, him doing what he does best. And basically, a lot of times he uses pidgin or Yoruba for his lyrics. So luckily, this song has a video out now. The video came out yesterday. So luckily, it's a lyric video. It's the kind of thing that you can see follow the lyrics and see and understand what he's saying. But for real, he's easily the most consistent musical activist coming out of Nigeria and Africa in general. So it's an honor that anybody that hasn't heard Falz can hear it here. So that one's called Naji, and he featured two sisters as well. Yes, they're called Oiza and Mei, and then some guy called First Class. And there's this tribe in Nigeria called Hausa. So like the Hausa people, and they are also they make a huge part of Nigeria as a whole. They're from the northern part of Nigeria, and it's really messy, and we don't have the time to unpack what is going on. What is
We'll have
going on
another
in-
podcast.
but there is, casually, except now, there's a full-on genocide going on, like Christian genocide. Like they're killing Christians in northern Nigeria in alarming rates. Like it's actually disturbing. As per usual, these things aren't even really making the rounds. But at the same time, I'm also happy that people are talking about it more. So the premise of the song and video focuses on northern Nigeria. So yeah, it's a good way to educate oneself about just what's going on in the north and what's going on with Christians being like killed in thousands every single day. Like they're like mass burials for Christians in the north, because basically the north is also mainly occupied by Muslims. So there's tribal tension, religious tension. It's a mess, but basically Falz is using that song to shine a light on what's going on in the north, as well as the whole country in general. That's not
And there's certainly that news has made it to the U.S.
It sure has.
I think there's a fair amount of Christians here, or people that identify as Christian in the United States. So probably to have somebody like Falls bringing more attention to it, I think that kind of music connects people to what's actually happening.
Absolutely.
And just to clarify, Naje means I have heard. Is that right? Would that be
Yes.
how that kind of translate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just for this is
And
that
he's
was my
he's
Google
also the
search. I
one I
didn't actually know
told
that.
you. He's also the one I told you did his own version of the Childish Gambino "This Is America." So he did the "This Is Nigeria," and it was actually banned. It was censored. Actually, so true. Maybe that's like the last song we should put. "This Is Nigeria." So yeah, that song was like censored. He has many different records that the government has banned, and you know you're doing something right when they like come for you. So yeah.
That's right. That's the old business adage. Like you're not successful until you get sued, and
Good.
in the
We were
music world, yeah.
We were just talking about this the other day too, that it's so interesting that we live in this world where artists are kind of looked at as like, oh, you're just having fun making your songs. And the power of art and culture is strong enough that governments would censor the songs that we write and the work that we do. It just blows my
Absolutely.
mind that people still look at it as like entertainment. It's like, this is
It's
literally
it's
like what
sad.
the world runs on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Literally.
I think it's amazing that Richie, did you know? I didn't know that other countries had picked up the This Is America theme. I didn't know that that had become a worldwide
Not until Bella had
phenomenon.
mentioned it. No.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it really
Yeah.
became a thing. You should see that this is Iran.
No,
Okay, Iraq. It's crazy.
Mm.
So it's so what's the word? Graphic. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Childish Gambino really
Yeah, me too.
sparked the revolution with that. Yeah, he really
Yeah.
sparked something.
And it certainly was controversial here in ways as well. You know, people had their own thoughts
Yeah.
about it here, but it really made people think. And the music video in particular was really,
Oh, that was such an amazing
Exactly.
striking
video. Oh my
and
gosh.
yeah.
Yes.
And for
Came out
somebody
of
that came from
nowhere.
a TV show that
Yep.
was it not Community? Yeah, Community.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where he's just kind of like this like kind of student guy that doesn't really, and then to turn into like this figure that is
For
representing
real.
so many issues. It's like, oh, okay. It
Yeah.
was a really cool transition, I think, for him as an artist, and
Yes.
really effective in getting messages across to kind of come from him.
We were about to get into Odenose music. Ode no se. That's how her name is pronounced.
Ode Noze.
Odenose.
Katie, you did better than Richie at least.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, so
Okay.
Tara and I both picked one song of hers each because bless her heart, she's also another queen who is really being vocal lately about everything that's going on. She's also in her activist era because she's also yeah, man. Listen, literally almost everyone is like, bruh, I have to talk about what's going on. So she also used to have, other songs that talk about a wide range of topics, but lately she has been in the activist bag. So this Water for My Eyes
Get
song,
into it.
literally that means like it's basically like a pidgin way of saying I'm crying. Because like water for my eye means like tears. Like the tears are in my eyes. And funny enough, I'm in the visualizer. You should go watch the visualizer because it's so cool. Because again, the video portrays what is happening in Nigeria. The same thing we talked about of people staying so distracted with partying and with Big Brother and with other random things instead of focusing on the fact that people are dying. She even one of the lyrics in that song is interesting. She was like, Naira kneel down, dollar give and beating. So basically, she was even talking about how the Naira has fallen. Like once upon a time, the Nigerian Naira used to like one Naira was equal to $1. But now
Wow.
now it's like it's what was even the current
It's close to one. What last I checked?
yeah, like now $1 is like 1,400 naira. Like it has never been this bad. So like the
Wow.
naira is in the mud. So she talked about that. She talked about the politicians partying while children are dying. It's the same thing we're talking about. And she's an amazing artist, and her music is also like a great export out of Nigeria. So definitely had to make it on the list. That's what's
Yes.
happening.
Thank you for including her. Definitely nice to see her
Oh,
name
it's a
on the list
pleasure.
again,
I
especially
picked
in her activist era.
Yeah.
I picked the second one, We Know They Fear, which is also pidgin for We Aren't Afraid. And again, she's speaking to the government very boldly. Like Bella said, ours, Mr. President, is more like a prayer slash a plea, like, guys, please stop killing us. But then Odenose, or OD for short, as we call her, OD comes guns blazing, and We Know They Fear. She calls them out. She's like, you don't scare us. You're all bark, no bite. You can't handle this fight. How many of us are you gonna kill? Like dead men walking. Yeah, she channeled some of Fela's lyrics in there too. So again, like you were saying, Fela is an inspiration, not just to um files, but many of us as artists, especially Nigerian artists. So she samples a little bit of Fela's work in there. And it's just a very bold, gutsy song. I love just how, because there's this thing we keep saying here in Nigeria, DSS. What does DSS stand for again? But anyway, anytime you speak up against the government, they come to find you. They pick you up from wherever you are. And no, they're not taking you to dinner. It's like
It's not dinner.
it's jail.
You just like might end up dead as well. I mean,
You could actually never be seen again. It's that bad. But I love the fact that OD was like, I don't care. I'm not afraid. This is how I feel, and this is how many Nigerians probably feel. So I'm gonna sing about it. And that's why this song made it to this playlist, because I really respect that energy.
period.
I just have to
DSS sounds
say,
like it could stand for a couple of things. It looks like it's the Department of Social something or other, but
Yeah,
it could
they're
also
it's
mean
I mean,
don't
interesting.
say
they
shit.
do fine.
I was gonna say it's
They
interesting
do.
that as soon as she's talking about,
Say that again, Kate.
oh, they left. It's just interesting that as soon as she's talking about like
I
TSS or
know, yeah.
the sound cuts out.
My brother and I joke about
Oh,
that every time we're like talking shit about the government.
then the internet's
That it's like, oh, our FBI agent is listening. Department of Social Services.
is that what it is?
Yeah,
Wow,
but
wow.
the don't say shit department. All right, if we're still together, I think we can hopefully get through the rest of the list. I think the next one on the list is a very good friend of all of us here.
Yeah.
Maybe more so for you guys because of proximity, but you got to tell us about the Jessica Bongos.
Oh, Jess.
Jess is basically like our big sister. We constantly joke that she must have been born like to our family, but then they gave her out to the Bongos or something. Because the affinity. Yeah, man. I love her. She's amazing. And this particular song, I think it was her first release after she lost her mom. And we are no strangers to grief, having lost our dad about 7 years ago. So I really resonate with this song because it's just talking about when you are feeling, again, like oxygen, when you're feeling overwhelmed, when everything happening in your life or in the world is just too much and you just need to breathe. And fun fact about Breathe, we're actually on it. We did the background vocals. She had us
Oh,
yeah, it was so fun. We
Yes.
went to her home studio and we recorded it. Funny enough, with another Yes Academy alumni, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the producer is also a Yes Academy alumni. So it was just an easy breeze.
who was it?
What's his name again?
Was it Reme?
Bars, Reme Bars.
Yeah, you even literally said it when we were on the World Cup thing that she did, Richie. Like she's such a connector. So
Yeah.
she's been amazing with just still keeping the Yes Academy
community
family and the
going.
community going. So right about now that she's working on her her sophomore album, I guess. So she's mostly recording with producers from the Yes Academy, alumni. She's amazing.
Yes. And
We love us some Jess.
Jessica, yes, I put together a World Cup event where I had some alumni from different exchange programs.
Yeah.
And as soon as I asked Jessica to send one text message, 50 people signed up. And I don't know anybody else on this planet that has that kind of flex and just be like,
For real.
oh, whatever Jessica says, we're going to do it.
Exactly. And she's still on a Zoom.
Ultimate big sister energy.
She's amazing.
No, for real. Like
amazing.
Tara said, she's very unassuming. She's so humble. She's not the type that like blows her, like toots her own horn, but she's really amazing. And yeah, like the end of the song was like a prayer, because she did mention that when she lost her mom, she was having a lot of panic attacks and was just, of course, very, broken and all. So this song came from that place of just being like, reminding herself to breathe. So, yep, when we need to breathe,
Beautiful.
and like when
Love
when we just need to chill, that's our go-to song.
This is great. This playlist has oxygen and breathe and rest and everything, and our activists there.
Tension and release. That's like the theme
Yeah.
of this year for me. Tension and release. So it's like some
Yeah.
days it's like we know the
fighting for your
fear,
life.
and some days it's like rest. So yeah, it's like some days I'm on the front
Love
line
it.
ready for war, then curled up in fetal position, and I'm like, hold me, Jesus. I'm tired. It's too much. So that is where breathe rest come. When I just like light a candle and I just like curl in bed and I'm just like,
Actually, breathe, rest, and in your presence. Those three.
yes, literally those three.
And then we go back to the fight again.
Exactly.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
for real, you need
I
to rest. It's the most beautiful, tender song. It feels like a hug from like the spirit. Like you just like it's so it's almost painfully tender. Like yeah, it's so tender.
Our faith and spirituality is a very big part of who we are. So we don't shy away from talking about the fact that we believe in God.
Where Jesus baby.
This is very controversial in today's world, but like they say, if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for everything. Is that how the saying goes?
Yeah.
So yeah, we stand on the fact that we believe in God and He's our source for everything. So Rest is written by
Deborah
Enenche, and she's actually someone
a
we've
gospel
known
artist.
since we were kids, because her father is a very popular pastor in Nigeria, and before his church blew, we used to attend the church as kids. So it's like ancient history. I literally remember Deborah being like a little girl and being so excited when we would come visit them at their house. And then it was just amazing to see many years later that she's now doing music, because we lost contact with the family after we left the church. But then many years later, we actually first saw her at a wedding. We randomly were at a wedding and she performed at the wedding, and we were like, wow, Deborah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then
wow.
after that, we started
Like, I know her.
we started following her music online, and this song Rest is practically, I can say it's one of the songs that's gotten us through the chaos of the last 2-3 years. Like anytime we listen to Rest, it literally just brings, like, it regulates your entire nervous system.
Yeah, and she actually said she wrote the song to also, encourage anyone that's suicidal, anyone that has just reached their wits' end, because a lot of times where we end is where God starts. So like it's just a song that reminds you that you're just
You don't have to
tiny.
do
Yeah, and
everything
it's just like
yourself.
calling you to just rest on God's shoulders, and He'll carry you through the storm. So it's so brilliant. And she also featured this amazing minister called K Strings, and it's like a guitar song. And there's something about vocals and a guitar, so it's
So
just
tender.
Yeah, we actually did a cover of the same song.
We have our
We have our own cover of the song Rest. So yeah, it's one of our all-time favorite
Okay.
songs ever. So it had to make it
I
on
can't
Great.
wait
the
to hear it.
list. Yes.
I
So
know.
excited
This
to
is
hear it.
actually like I feel like this is a very timely song with over the last few days. Uh Kate and I have
I
been
haven't
talking
rested.
so much about this like post and where music stands as protest and where we stand as politicians and journalists or just people who like music, and it's very stressful, and so to
Mhm.
have a hug at wit's end, that's a very kind of a apropos and timely song. So I can't wait to listen to this. Thank you for giving us a rest in this playlist.
I'm so glad.
Well, it's interesting too to think about, yeah, just how people are, I don't know, people are knowing about what you were just talking about in northern Nigeria, and how it's become so difficult to talk about people's relationships to God, whatever it is, whatever the religion is. In every country, in every place, there's some religion that is being persecuted or that there's prejudice against, and everyone at their heart just wants to find meaning in life and to love that which is greater than ourselves. And I wish more people could love and respect each other's relationships with God, whatever they may be, and stop trying to hurt each other over the differences in yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that with us and speaking about it. I think it's really,
Thank
really
you.
important and really beautiful to be open about. You know, in America, a lot of people aren't open about religion,
Oh,
personal
absolutely.
religions, because there's so many tensions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I
I
just,
think it's
I don't
kind of
know.
like in
I
the
like
same.
normalizing talking about it.
It's kind of like in the same boat as, the political conversation. A lot of people just don't want the drama of saying,
Yeah.
okay, for instance, I'm a Democrat or I'm Republican, or the way over here we have different parties. So a lot of people, even if they want to be interested in politics, especially if they're public figures, they don't want to just flat out say,
They don't want to pick a
yeah,
side.
they don't want to pick a side. So it's the same thing with, like
Religion.
with one's faith. Right now, we've gotten to that place where a lot of people just shy away from talking about it, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not something that we
Mhm.
want to shy away from. And yeah, we're
Yeah.
I'm still just as grateful that you guys, give us the space to talk about it and share, because yeah, it's something that, like
Honestly,
that
Bella,
we all have.
sorry, I talked.
Sorry, I feel like we all have a God-shaped hole in all our hearts, because literally, if we were all supposed, if we, like you said, just loved on each other, because fundamentally God is love. So it's because we're either like selfish or we're condescending about the next person's view, or there's just a lot of angst and hate where there should be love. So it's like, if we all just could get along and stop being so violent about our differing views and opinions, then we'll just be able to
Appreciate
appreciate each other. Yeah.
That concept of a God-shaped hole, I think, is such a deep and thoughtful commentary on just the human condition. I think we're all searching for something.
Absolutely.
Well, and we don't know everything. Humans don't know everything. And
No,
I just wish, I don't understand why people, all of these conversations that we perceive as being dramatic or difficult or challenging, I think I get anxiety when things aren't expressed. I feel like I don't know where I stay. I can't trust my relationship with the other person. I can't trust where I am if I'm in the darkness. And if we just talk to each other, even if we don't agree on every little thing, or even if our word for the things is slightly different, or I like, chocolate and you like jelly. I don't know what I'm saying, but I don't understand it. To me, it's easier to just be ourselves and love each other for who we are and love each other for what we believe. And it doesn't, like, God forbid everything was exactly the same. I don't know. People say don't talk about these things. Don't talk about these things.
That's healthy.
Yeah.
But the sad
Let's
thing
talk about these things.
the sad thing is
Yeah.
that, ironically, we are in the social media age, but we've never all been more isolated. And that's why
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
podcasts and stories and conversations and like intellectual discourse. That's why it's so important. And that's why I at least definitely see the positives where podcasts are concerned, because the good podcasts, exactly. So we need to, because like communication is like the bloodline of every relationship. So Katie, like you said, if you don't have good communication with someone, for instance, then before you know it, that relationship will die, or you just end up retreating.
Stays awkward.
Yeah, you just end up retreating into yourself. And I feel like that's the issue. That's a lot of what is going on. Like people are either afraid to be judged for their own, or they feel misunderstood even before they try to communicate themselves. So it's like there's so many reasons that unfortunately people don't have this healthy mindset that you have. A lot of people are just like, no, I don't even want to bother to communicate anyway, because it's not like I'm being listened to. So it's really complex, but
I think it's also the nastiness, because
Yeah.
just like with America's political landscape right now, you can either be a Democrat or a Republican or you're a liberal, but it's like you can't just be these things and then it's okay. If you're one and somebody who's not that, it's like there's this like, okay, we're enemies, and it shouldn't be that way. You can be what
Yep.
you are and still not have such a, okay, everyone who's not on my side is the enemy type of
absolutely.
energy. But I feel like the way the world is right now, there's just not enough love. Everybody's trying to one up the other, or everybody thinks it's only what they believe in that should be the standard. And so if you don't believe what I believe, something's wrong with you. But like Katie said, if we were
Right.
all the same, the world would be so terribly boring. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Exactly,
And that's what's
exactly.
so
So
funny to
we
me.
don't all have to be the same, but we just need to have compassion and more understanding for our different. Yeah, because variety is the spice of
And
life any day. But let's just
oh my God, and we need
we
don't
can
get me
agree
started
to
on
disagree.
spices. We need more spices.
I think we have enough. Now we just need to like cook.
We
All
need
of
to
us.
use them. Yeah, we need to cook. Yeah,
Let's cook.
exactly. We
We
gotta
need the
cook with them.
melting pots to give.
There are so many colors. Why do I have to be red and blue? Like, can I be yellow? I don't know, green. Anyway.
There's this like saying that I love, we're all alone together. So it's like once more, again, we're actually so like interconnected in more ways than we even like understand and realize. So it's like that's again, because me, I'm just a radical optimist, and I feel like it's one of my survival mechanisms. Like I just try so hard to see the positive in everything. So as far as I'm concerned, this is one of the major advantages of the global age that we're in right now.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
like we're able to all just be so connected from Abuja, Texas, from LA. Like doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, literally, if not for
It's so
Zoom,
cool. Like,
we wouldn't even like have met and known each other virtually. Yeah.
Right.
and now we've been somehow, even if it's sporadic, we've been a part of each other's lives. We've been friends.
Absolutely.
We've been friends through the screen for what is it now, 6 years that I've known both of you, and Richie's he's done more programs in Nigeria. He's gotten to work with both of you more in person, but it's just crazy to me, Bella, even that you remember our conversations about the eagles in Alaska. And I remember talking about the tomatoes in Joss. And I remember learning about, I had jollof rice after we all talked about it online. I had never had it. And just like the ways that we have all even become a part of each other's lives. And we don't come from the same language, same background, same anything. And yet we're all talking about the same things. We're all feeling the same stuff. We're all having the same dramas and watching this, it's just,
because we're all
to me, it's so easy to just talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for some people, that's the
Anyway.
most challenging thing. So it's wild. So just don't lose that, please. Like, don't change that about yourself, because
Yeah, same.
there will be the talkers. We need people that want to talk.
Yeah.
And have something good to say.
Yeah.
More importantly.
I want to listen.
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
Kate's definitely going to keep talking as long as Alaska is in the conversation. I'm glad
Richie.
to hear that Alaska came up. 'Cause
So
Oh my God.
Richie challenged me a long time ago. He said that I'm going to bring up Alaska on every single podcast. So now, and what's funny, Richie, is I haven't even tried to find a way.
it just happens.
just do.
Alaska finds its way in every single
Like,
podcast.
in
Do you have a
Kate's
booklet?
defense,
That's
Bella
Okay.
my
brought it up.
home.
Yeah.
In Kate's
Technically,
defense, Bella brought
Katie didn't bring it
Alaska
up this time.
first.
That's true.
That's
It's
true.
Bella's fault. It's Bella's fault.
I don't know.
So it's given you can
don't
take the
Okay, we
girl
should
out of Alaska, but you can't take Alaska out of the girl. That's what Katie's
That's
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly.
We are all honorary Alaskans. All right, I see one more in here that we haven't actually really talked about yet.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
this was the last one before we added
Before This Is
the
Nigeria.
Falls, This Is Nigeria, and
Oh,
the
my
Fela Kuti
favorite
song. So
artist
In
is
Your
it.
Presence.
Okay, so In Your Presence was my song. But I should say that Nathaniel Bassey might just be Bella's favorite human. I think she might even be more with me.
Okay.
I don't know sometimes. Like, I don't know sometimes. I feel like if Nathaniel Bassey called her and said, I want you to leave Tara and Bella and come on tour with me, she'd be like, T, bye. She wouldn't even think
Bye.
of it.
See you.
But yeah, he's a gospel minister, and he's amazing.
He's a national treasure.
He's wonderful. And this song, just like we were saying about rest, it's a song that, especially for me this year, because this has been a really big year for me. Started the year like
Yeah.
heavily pregnant and waddling about the place, and then now I have a newborn and I'm adjusting to motherhood. So for me, this song has been
Like an
anchor, because anytime I listen to
Mm.
it, it reminds me that in God's presence is where there's fullness of joy, where there's peace, where there's calm. Because, ooh, you do not want a baby screaming in your ear at 2 a.m. and you've tried everything and she will not
No.
stop.
Oh.
Oh my God.
T is actually she's coming back up from the valley, but she's been in the trenches of she's been in the trenches for real.
And I didn't have the easiest pregnancy. It was like they put me on bed rest for like 2 months before she came. I had to watch.
Wow.
Yeah, I had
2
to watch.
months?
Tara.
Yeah, it was wild.
And she had to have like
I
an
had to
emergency
watch-
C-section.
Yeah,
Was
and
it
then I
all-
had to watch for
Oh.
gestational diabetes because my dad's side of the family has like issues with diabetes. So literally from when I was 16 weeks pregnant, they ran a glucose test on me and they were like, oh, we need to watch your sugar. So it was a struggle to
Mhm.
it short. And this song is one of those songs that when I listen to it, I forget everything that is happening in like
Mm.
the now or even dwelling on the past, because sometimes you just travel down memory lane and you
It can be
you
hard
can end
place
up
to be.
throwing yourself a pity party where you're just like, oh gosh, so much awful things have happened to me. Why me? And then, like we've been saying, all podcasts on Nigeria is not exactly the most yay country to be in right now. So it's just like this is one of those songs that when I listen to it, everything melts away, and I'm just at peace in God's presence. It's a beautiful song. And even if you're not a religious or spiritual person, I think this is a song everyone should check out because it will just it'll do something for your heart and for your mind, for your mental.
Yep. Right there with rest. They're the same
That was beautifully spoken.
cathedral.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that you're doing okay. That sounds like a pretty
Oh my gosh.
trying couple of months, and I would only imagine how tired you are, especially with a newborn and exhausted. And
We need another
Yeah,
podcast to talk
that's-
about here. Like it's been a lot because aside from that being the main event, there were like so many other side attractions.
Yes, our
And
grandma had surgery. Our mom randomly got like something.
yeah,
That
It was like
Bad
back
girl
to back.
hospitalized. Bella's had her own health issues. It's been a lot, but God again
Do you
has
guys
just
have
kept us.
I've been in the hospital so much this year, it's wild.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
yeah, it's great that, many other troubles, but God comes through every time. So this is just one of
The
those
eternal optimist.
Do you have the
Love it.
saying in Nigeria, when it rains it pours? Do you
Oh,
have that saying, or
yes,
is that just
yes.
us? Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah. When it
wait,
rains
that
it
is
pours. It's been
2026.
pouring.
That is 2026. If you were to describe 2026, when it rains, it pours. And it like torrential rain as well. Like it's been a lot.
Monsoon.
Stormy.
Like,
But that waters all these plants. Hopefully hopefully now this is gonna be your season of
get
abundance
it.
and growth
yes,
and
amen.
good
Stop.
good things.
I love it.
You get it.
Yeah.
Yes, Katie.
Yeah.
Right there. I even visualized it. So
Oh, I love that.
believe it.
That gives me goosebumps. I love
no,
that.
for
Yeah.
real, for real.
I wish I did
I
that
saw
when
the greenery.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the
Yeah.
rain
Oh,
always
yeah.
comes new life and the green. So yeah.
Yep. It's true.
Uh-huh.
I love that that image, and it's so pervasive in so many different like even ancient mythology and stuff, and so many different religions and so much spirituality. There's the the flood and the rebirth, and there's that destruction and the cycle leading to this new life, and it's all difficult and it's all complicated, but there's something at the end of it that's always at least a
Yes.
new hope, a new start.
Oh no, absolutely. You're so
us,
right.
not
that
to-
would be
not to
and the
diminish
fact
the
that we're
difficult,
so
but-
much stronger now than before all the craziness.
Yeah, baby girl is definitely.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so powerful what you just said right now, because I even just feel like we sometimes in life you must destroy in order to rebuild. So a lot of times when it feels like there's been a demolition, it's actually just rebirth and like being like, you feel like you've been buried, but you're actually being planted. So it's like this Lauryn Hill song. She talked about it, and
Oh, Lauryn Hill.
oh,
Oh,
Kate. Which I
I
probably
love her.
after like Nathaniel Bassey, I
I
think
love
Lauryn Hill is
her.
like right next to like my favorites. And I've seen her perform live. We saw her perform.
You've seen her
live.
perform?
Oh, come on.
Anna,
I'm so jealous.
I know, like
Okay, no, Kate, this is a
Kate,
story.
Kate, this is a story.
This
Like
story.
I was
She
so
came to-
embarrassing.
she came to
I was
Accra.
weeping, like snorts coming out my nose.
It was
Weeping.
hilarious. She came to Accra, and two of us and our boyfriends at the time
would
went
be-
for the concert. So my boyfriend then was like the biggest Lauren fan, and then there's Bella, and then her own boyfriend, and we all love Lauren, but then Bella's boyfriend and
levels to it.
myself, two of us were just like, oh, Lauren, and then Bella and my boyfriend are like crying, like, oh, Lauren. And there was the guy next to us. He actually stops watching Lauren and he's just staring at them. Like,
The guy was watching me
like,
more than
what
Lauren.
in
Like
the world?
that's how much of a show my weep off was. Man. And what was so funny is that Lauren has a reputation for being late, but I was there early. I was like the first person at that scene. I was
Like, ready.
Bro, like I was,
I'm
You're
here.
ready.
We were ready.
I was ready. Lauren,
and she practically
I would have been right there with you.
she cried the entire set. It was
I needed
crazy.
to be like sedated. It was ridiculous. I was weeping. Like Lauren is my all-time fave. So, but yeah. So
Yeah.
Lauren
mi-
said it.
The message. Go ahead.
The Miseducation live album.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
album changed my life. It was like,
yes,
I think that was
yes.
one of the reasons I ended up becoming a singer.
Oh my god!
I don't know. That
Wow.
album was like everything to me growing up.
Oh yeah, we
She's
covered one
incredible.
of the
I love her.
songs on that album with this amazing guitarist.
Did you?
Yes,
I want to hear.
yes,
Is that out?
yes, it's on our YouTube. Just Like Water.
There you
You know the Just Like Water song, right?
Okay.
We
Checking
covered
it
it
out.
with this where's
Of course.
Graham from again? He's Scottish, I think.
Yeah.
We covered it with this like guitarist, amazing, like that. Dun, 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 dun. He's
Oh my
just like
gosh.
water.
I want to hear that now.
Just Like Water, which is like I think easily my favorite song
Lauren song.
on that Unplugged. So yes,
But
I'll,
yes,
I'll send it to you.
how did we get
please,
to Lauren again?
please,
What
please, please, please,
happened,
please do.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and just
I don't know.
how Lauren basically talked about, you must destroy in order to rebuild,
Yeah.
and
Well, this is a beautiful playlist, and I'm so grateful that you guys were able to join us and put together like the rising and falling tides of this this kind of work, this era that you're in, and that we're all kind of going through. And for anybody that's listened to this podcast so far, make sure to check the show notes now. You can see their whole playlist. You can see they went back and forth between Tara and Bella. Wait, who was first on this? Was Bella's first or Tara's first?
Technically.
Okay.
This two.
Technically,
together.
yeah. The two of us that picked the first two, those are our songs. But yeah, the very next one was me first. Yeah, I just kept doing it.
But as usual, we're still in sync.
Always.
Still in sync. I love it. But yes, make sure go listen to this playlist now from two of Nigeria's most amazing sisters and musicians and human beings and some buddies that Kate and I really had the honor of working with for the last 5 or 6 years.
And we need to work more. We need to do.
Oh, we will.
Need to. Will do. It's coming.
No question.
We might be in the rest phase of programs, and we're coming back, as you said, with guns ablazing, figuratively, and we will be out there.
He's coming back outside. Y'all should wait for the rebirth of T.
The rebirth, yes.
She coming. She coming.
I know.
After the monsoons, after the fires, there's beautiful things coming. So Yay! All right. I got to move us along.
We made it to the end of the playlist.
We could talk for the next 7 or 8 years, I think. But
honestly, you both are very easy to talk to. So this could go on for a while.
Oh my gosh. It's funny because your audio keeps kind of crackling in and out, and we know that it's going to save fine and you're recording it separately. But it's been funny. Richie and I are we're hanging on to every word. Oh, I get it. I get what they're saying. But if we've missed anything that you've said, it's going to be really fun to re-listen back on this and be like, that was so profound, and we couldn't hear it because of the internet. Anyway.
That's right. Or the 3-second lag after you finish saying something. Okay,
we're talking.
Yeah, totally.
Oh my gosh. You guys all got to hang out in real life. But the idea of actually getting to sit down with these two ladies in real life and have a real conversation, I think I would cry like Lauryn Hill. I'd be so happy to finally get to just
I would cry.
Normal.
Except fingers crossed that you make it to Nigeria one day so that we can
I know.
Hug you.
Yes.
We'll just have the longest hug first before we do anything else.
Oh my gosh.
And hopefully you come.
It's going to be lots of tears.
A time when the herdsmen have reduced the killing, and then we can go to Jos and have strawberries and tomatoes.
Some tomatoes.
Because
actually, you guys, I do have to say
Jos this year, and I met Malvina for the first time. Yes, I met Malvina.
Malvina.
I know.
I love her. How is she? How is she doing? Is she okay?
She's
good?
She's fine. Because she literally lives in Jos, which is one of the places where people are being killed.
Are happening.
People are being killed the most. So, it's very tense where she is, but she's a formidable woman. Yeah. She's amazing. And right now, she's even about to do a concert on the 26th. Her and some other artists in Jos. So, really proud of her for just pushing through. And it was so nice to meet.
Oh my God,
even my auntie and my cousin were they were surprised that was the first time I was meeting her, because again, just like I'm saying, it felt like we have known each other this whole time. So
and you have just over.
Yeah, we've known each other virtually, but it was actually so great to finally meet her in person. Yes,
she's the two of you. I remember really bonding with the two of you in particular, and just lingering and chatting and actually Malvina and you both have stayed in touch with me, kind of even just sending voice notes through Instagram and stuff, and I haven't caught up with her in a while, though. I'm so glad that you got to see her and to hear that she's doing all right. I just feel like she's one of these just super strong people, and there's always also just something. I feel like they're just, when it rains, it pours, but it seems like there's just, she's had to go through so much.
Absolutely.
And she's such a badass.
Yeah, because sadly, a lot of times we're not just strong from being strong, we're strengthened from the experiences we survive. So she's been through a lot, and if our presence continues, living in Jos is an extreme sport right now, because sometimes you don't even know if
an attack can
an attack can just happen any day. People are running for their lives. And also, Malvina is pretty vocal about it. Like lately, she's like, "Yeah, no, we have to talk about it." She's like, "Guys," so yeah, she's a really strong woman, like
Yeah.
you said. You said it right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so nice to meet her.
Beautiful artist too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, ladies, what do you think? So, the internet is a little bit spotty on your end. Richie and I have playlists too. I know that also, Tara, you have like a little one to get back to. If you guys want, we can show you some of our lists and go through some of the songs. We don't have to if you'd rather just say like, let's call it now.
No, please, just show us a little bit at least.
Yes, we can.
Okay,
we can do a little
okay.
bit. Yes.
Okay, let's do that then, Richie. Richie, you go first. I'm talking too much. I need to shut my
Whack the mic.
Never let him
turn
turn
my
I think-
microphone off. You guys, by the way, you thought we had this fancy podcast studio. This is my microphone holder.
I love it.
It's like a cheap microphone from Amazon. This is my professional studio lighting.
Nice.
Very nice.
It's not as
I love
impressive
it.
as I wanted it to be.
Oh.
Okay.
Kate's camera's gone now.
Oh no.
Something.
I've
happened to
ruined
your camera,
everything.
Kate Bass.
I've ruined everything. New recording.
It's all ruined.
Am I back?
The fancy podcast studio. Not
I'm
yet.
not back yet.
I think you have to.
You are.
No.
Smoke and
You're
mirrors.
back on. You're back on.
Katie showed
Am
us.
I back?
It's smoke and mirrors.
Am I
Yeah.
back?
There,
Am I
you're
back?
back.
Am I back? Am I back?
You're
There's your
back.
hand.
Okay.
All right, I'm not
The
going to
smoke
show
and
you
mirrors are
any
back in
more of my
place.
bad. I have to not move, not talk. Okay, Richie,
Yes.
play your list.
All right. Let's do it. Here we go. Get ready for the most amazing. I'm not going to build it up later. Here we go.
Richie.
Richie's list.
Ooh.
There we are. All right.
Big
I did
Mama.
8 songs this week.
Duke Ellington. Yes, he's amazing.
And
I'm curious if you guys recognize anybody. I don't.
yes,
do
I
have any
recognize
Nigerian
Hound
artists on here?
Dog. Fun fact: the last Yes Academy, the two Jessicas, Jessica Bongos and Jessica Lynn, and JC performed Hound Dog. 3 of them performed Hound Dog. So cool. They did a cover of Hound Dog at the last Yes Academy here in Abuja. So it was really amazing. So yes, I'm familiar with Hound Dog by Big Mama Thornton.
Yeah, Big Mama Thornton. I'm happy to start there because
Yeah, start there. Thanks for listening to Entry Points Radio. You can find the full playlist and connected links for this episode in the show notes. Subscribe for behind the scenes, playlist archives, and more at our Substack and Patreon. Your support makes our work possible. Follow us on Instagram at Entry Points Radio. If something in the episode opened a door for you, send it to a friend. That's the whole point. We'll be back next week with more music beyond the algorithm.